Hey everyone, John Henry here, and taking a look at the market psychology side of things here in the S&P this morning. Really cool stuff going on today. So if we look at yesterday's price action, we can see the S&P was relatively consolidated. We really didn't go anywhere. We just kind of got stuck in this range. After that nice breakout attempt move, they just couldn't follow it up, and we ended up just getting stuck. Now, with that range that formed, we also did have a slight bull channel working its way at the end of the day. They tried breaking down on the sell side and completely failed, and then we open up today with a big gap up, completely above everything that happened yesterday. That is going to be seen as a huge breakout move. Remember, this is yesterday's high and this is yesterday's low. We opened up completely detached from both of those. Normally, you see a market open up inside, at least for a little while, of what happened on yesterday, but the fact that we opened up completely outside after ending the day yesterday with a bear channel or a bull channel breakdown failure, that's a big clue that the buyers swarmed in and they took control of this market. Now, you never want to look and just say, okay, well, we gapped up, so I'm just going to buy it. We need a little more information than that. And we open up, first candle of the day, really, really bullish. They come down, they to the tick test a huge area of support on top of the breakout momentum already closing right at its highs. That is a huge sentiment from the buyers and a really good place to look for continued movement to the upside. So that is definitely a buy. Now, if you wanted to wait for a little bit more information to kind of see, get a feel for what the sellers are doing. Sellers, do you want it? Give me a little bit more. We see the sellers come in on the very next candle, and look how weak that candle is compared to the one before. Bunch of wick on the bottom, bunch of wick on the top, absolutely no follow through from the sellers, and they're immediately shut down with a move right back up again. So any aggressive sellers that sold just on the close of that, or maybe right after that candle closed, their stops are going to be above the highs, and they got ripped out on the very next candle. So that goes to show us one really big thing. The sellers have no bias. And that is another really good reason to buy into that move. Now, you'll notice what happened, right? If I draw a line across the top there where those sellers were stopped out, notice where it comes back to, right? It stops them all out, comes back to where their stop location was, is almost as if to say, hey, sellers, we're back. Right? Are you sure? Do you want to hang on to this, or you want to try to get out and maybe go along with the long side here with the buyers? And you can definitely tell what they did. They bounced right off that level, huge bull candle right back up again. Every reason in the world to, if you were a seller for whatever reason, switch gears to buy side and rip that up one more time. Now you'll notice they went back to the highs, and that's very common. A big parabolic move like that will pull back, go to the highs, and everyone will take profit off at those highs. And it only went one tick through, so that's definitely what happened. But from here, after such a big upside move, the momentum is still on the buyer's side. The sellers haven't proven anything. The sellers have no bias. But we still need to try to wait for a little bit more information if possible. The sellers fade off of the highs. That could just be sellers in the form of buyers taking profit and selling out of their buy positions. But either way, sellers obviously came in. And they weren't even able to get triggered in underneath before turning right back up, big bull candle higher. And this is actually the trade of the day video today, with a beautiful bounce right back up again and a beautiful move all the way back up. Every reason in the world to buy above that as well. So everything lining up exactly the way that you would anticipate this type of morning to line up. And when you combine that market psychology with technical analysis, we saw that range breakout pushing above, huge support level at 61.25, propping price higher, followed up with the market psychology end of things. It's a beautiful 1-2 punch to get this market going to the upside. So hopefully you found it interesting. Hopefully you learned something, and we'll see you next time.